Hello and welcome to Snowrunner. I'm UK Gamer 828 and today we are looking at the 49X, the Western Star 49X, which has had a big remodel. Lots of tweaks. Now these tweaks have been done by XD00DX001 and fair play, he has been busy tweaking all these vehicles. Now this one is a DLC vehicle and will not be available in the options what I'm showing you now, but I thought I've got to show you because the difference is unbelievable. It really is. Look at he's managed to get a decent lift on that and it looks fantastic. It's got a nice bull bar on the front of it as well, and when you put them up alongside of each other you can see there is a huge amount of difference. Really is a proper big off-road truck, especially with these tyres on. Now I'll tell you what, let's just pop into the garage first and I will show you what tweaks have been done to it. Now the all-wheel drive, for instance, did you see that? 8-wheel drive. Also it's got 4-wheel drive, so you can have 8 or 4, which is pretty cool. Right, so let's go into the engine options. Now you can see all these different engine options we've got here now, and he's got the Yeetus, which is the top one, and that's the one we're going to be well, all these seem pretty similar anyhow, so I'll tell you what, let's leave it as it is. But what I might want to do now, we have got a 2-speed. There is actually a 2-speed for drag racing on this, and then we've got all these other gearboxes as well. And then we've got the Yeet gearbox there now, which is 9 gears, high speed. But I think we ought to try that 2-speed, because a lot of times going up through the gears, I think slows you down. Now suspension wise, so you can see there's a little issue at the moment with the wheels aren't, and the suspension isn't sitting right. But this is what happens when you're XML tweaking. You've got to get it right. You do one thing and it changes something else, so it takes a bit of time getting it right basically. So I thought I'd show you on what the crack is so far. Look at all these different tyre options for it as well. Let's scroll it all the way down, where there's absolutely beastie of a tyres, and they are pretty good. Loving all the sizes. We got to 50s, I think it was, or was it 52s? It was they were quite big, and they do look, well, it makes the truck look a whole different type of truck, doesn't it? Like a proper off-road truck rather than a highway truck, because it does look like a highway truck until you put some tyres like these on there. You know, so there's the 54s it was. Now I picked those because it had average, good and excellent on it. When you see some of the other ones, the rating isn't great, but those seem to be pretty good. So we'll stick with those on there. And then winch option, we got 100 meter, 25 meter, 55 meter, 100 meter mega. That's the winch what we want. And then diff lock, engageable, we got that anyway. Then there's all the different snorkels on there as well, where those snorkels have disappeared in the thing there. You've got those snorkels at the back there, which is a little bit different. And then we got the all-wheel drive there for option for it. And then there are various different frame add-ons. Now he's pinched the crane off the Bandit KRS 58, and then we got a few different add-ons for it, which is there's quite a few. And this is the advantage of being able to play on PC, where you can play tweak vehicles without any problems. You can just have a go, as long as you don't distribute them, then you're allowed to. So I've got a service bed on there as well. But you look at all these paint options as well. Now I did it in the red just to show you from the start, but all these different paint options for it, lovely, really good. Just makes the truck look so different, doesn't it? It really does. Loving it. Loving it. Should go for the black. I think we ought to have black and yellow. That one will do. That looks like the baby to me. So we'll have that one, and then go back to the suspension a minute. I did pick the right one, didn't I? Yeah, because we've got all 8 low, and then all 8. So there's quite a few different suspension settings for it. That's up a little bit higher as well, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, that is probably the lower one. Well, that one, we'll have a go with that. Those wheels might, well, those wheels probably won't sort themselves out. We'll have to do it with that one for the time being. Cool. So when is too much power, and that you can't put it down? So let's leave the garage and find out. Let's change the time because the time's cracked on again. And we have the active suspension for it. There we go. So now we're nicely raised up, and what a beast that is. Absolutely loving that. Fantastic. So let's give it a whirl. And that is flat out, and you see already the power's going down straight away. I've had to ease off, otherwise we're going to spin up. Then we'll put a bit of all-wheel drive for it, because I haven't really tested it out on the mud. I did fly down the road and it was like, wow, look at that, that's absolutely going crazy. You see those middle wheels there, they do need tweaking a little bit, where they're slightly in compared to the other ones. Oh, well, there we go. So let's try and put this power down here, and it goes pretty well, doesn't it? But I'll tell you what, that's nothing until you knock it into the high. As soon as we've got it into high, that's when it takes off like a catapult. It's just gone. So you see that's pretty quick there. Or you put it into high, and then I'll tell you what, it won't work until we get back on the road. Oh, this, of course, I changed gearbox, didn't we? Oh, so it is a 2-speed. I think I got the wrong one then, because that is just 2 gears. I was thinking we could put it in the high, and it, oh yeah, it does accelerate a hell of a lot more. Whoa, yeah. And sometimes, so where's that winch? Sometimes too much power is just too much power, isn't it? It's just hard to put it down. So we keep it in the auto, and let's have a go through the back trail, what I normally drive down through, which is just this one over here. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just cut straight over this field, because the last time I brought the Western into this field, it just bogged straight in and just stopped instantly. But now this Western is flying, bouncing right over the top of that. Whoa. Now that was lucky I didn't roll. That really was. So, and let's see what it's like going through all this mud down here now. Wow, awesome. But sometimes I think overpower is just, sometimes it's a bit too much. But what a bit of fun it'd be to do a bit of drag racing in something like this. Get some decent tyres on it, on the drag strip, full power, and it's the first one to hit that button and off you go. That'd be a great crack. Looking forward to doing that, really will. Just need a really long drag strip, because at the moment there is a drag strip at Reno's Motor Park, but it's not big enough. It's alright for cars, but for a truck you need loads more, because it is well, it can go ridiculous amount of speed. I think half the problem when you've got too much overpower is the back end just overtaking the front all the time. That's all it seems to want to do, whereas it's just hard keeping power down and keeping it on the ground. But you see we're absolutely flying over all the terrain as if it's not there really, and then we'll hit it on the get back to the tarmac, and you'll see it accelerates so much further, so much quicker further. Right, so here we go, and straight away you get a bit of momentum going. Let's get it round that bend first, and then go flying up the hill. So that is into second. And I'll tell you what, as soon as I knock it into high, it's just going to go nuts, isn't it? See, it's not doing it now. So is that need a little bit of tweaking there then? Or is that the gearbox I've actually got for it? It might be that 2 gearbox 2-gear gearbox I've got going, because that doesn't seem to be too bad now, whereas when we were putting it into the high, it was flying. Yeah, it did slow down a little bit. Let's go into the garage and just change that gearbox a minute, because we don't want the 2-speed. Well, let's go back down to the Yeet. That one will do. That's the one what we know is ridiculous. Put the all-wheel drive on. And yeah, we've got 9 gears on that now, so see, as soon as we start putting the power down, starting to speed up already. But one of the things I have noticed with a lot of these trucks on Snowrunner is, well, and the Scouts, as soon as you get the speed up, it's quite hard to get grip on the front end to steer. Well, especially with the power on, which I suppose it makes sense. If you've got too much power, doesn't matter, you'll keep going straight. If you've got nothing on the front end to do the steering with, that's what's going to happen. So this one we try and go all the way round without any issues. Slide it round there. I should move that bloody trailer really, shouldn't I? Would help. Don't know why I've got it there. Right, let's get out of this water. Get back down on this track. And then we will unleash it, because I think it will go straight over the top of all this stuff. Well, that's if we can get the traction. Whoa, yes, we got the traction. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, see, it's just too much power. It's just sometimes a bit too much. Well, I've got the power down now, to put it back into the auto box. You can see it just cruises all over everything without any issues whatsoever. But what a fantastic looking truck. Really chuffed with that. Done a really good job. I know it needs a few tweaks here and there, but they always will need something doing. You can always keep changing this, that and the other. But I was just shocked on these tyres. He did it yesterday, and the the other wheel was the same tyre, and he's managed to get them, so it was a different tyre, sorry, and he's managed to get them so they're all the same tyre. And we've got the all-wheel drive as well, which is brilliant, because I don't think the main truck is all-wheel drive. I think it's just the rear wheels. I'll have to go and check that in a minute, actually. And let's point it in the right direction. Flying over those rocks. Come on, get past the tree. And then we've gone into the high. Whoa, see, you just cannot put the power down because you just can't steer. You just need a straight drag strip, and then you can just put all that power down and watch it disappear. So here we go up the hill, and I'll try and blip it up here. Yeah, see, whoa, just kept that in. But as soon as you put that power, do a bit of feathering on the throttle, and it is like, wow, crazy amount of power there. And we're getting airborne, and there we go, straight away across the car park. That's probably the longest I've been. Stop! Oh, sorry. Well, wow, that is immense. So that is my new top truck. It really is. Mind you, you can't really use that amount of power all the time, but the amount of different engine options he's done to it, I'm sure I can find one I'll be happy with. Righto, well that's it for today. I just wanted to show you the Western Star with the OP and the raised lift kit for it, and it looks fantastic. It really does, really tough with it. Done a great job with that. A few little tweaks to do, but it will be nigh on perfect very soon. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this episode, then don't forget to check out my other videos. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.